Hello guys, MoonShineCircle here with another video. Today, I want to make a short video on signs of spiritual awakening. Now, this is just me channeling this on the spot. I want to create a lot of content where it's not so rational and logical. I do a lot of studying. But sometimes the best information comes in a flow state where one is just channeling information and they're in a flow state. So there are a lot of people that may be feeling as though my scarf is kind of coming off. Hold on. Gotta make sure the sacred scarf is placed properly. There's a lot of people that may or may not be experiencing signs of spiritual awakening. Some of these signs could include, but not be limited to, intense dreams, increased synchronicities, other words, meaningful coincidences that happen. You might notice that certain things really drain you, and you also may notice that you outgrow certain situations and people and things that no longer serve you. You might feel very confused. You might feel very restless, frustrated, to say a few things, to name a few things. You may feel these ways.
Get away in undies comfortable enough to make the middle seat feel like a first-class upgrade. Fruit of the Loom.
You deserve Cottonelle's softest ever ripples for a comfortable clean.
Alright, sorry guys. Alright, so we gotta add. Anyway, you might feel these things when you are experiencing a spiritual awakening or a consciousness shift. Now, certain things may be the catalyst to this shift, and there are a number of things that can cause you to have a spiritual awakening. It could be trauma, it can be a significant event taking place in your life, like a breakup, a death in the family. It doesn't even have to be negative though. It could just be a big change. Just usually a shift takes place outwardly, and then it causes an inward shift in your perspective or your consciousness. But there are also inward catalysts that can cause a shift like this, such as just you thinking. Maybe it could be about your religion. It could be about your origins, where you feel like you come from, your philosophies, and then you get to a point where you realize that you don't know, and it gets to this point. Even when you start to learn more and think you know, the most enlightened people know that us as human beings, it's the infinite spirit, or what people call God of the universe, is incomprehensible, like, to the human brain. The human brain puts things in categories. It likes to put things in boxes. It likes things that are familiar to us. We have fear of the unknown, so our brain just automatically likes to put things in boxes. It likes for us to know what's going on. So all we can really do is subjectively apply our perspective and try to mix it with reason and logic, because no one really knows what's going on. If you really look at religion, politics, people that are running the show, it's like one big kindergarten. It's like a bunch of kids fueled by their egos running around, and they're in control of everything, and they're just as lost as us. They might have way more of the knowledge, way more of the information, way more of the practice and the tools at their disposal, but at the same time they're still human beings. So no one knows what happens after you transition. It's scientifically proven now that energy can't be destroyed, it can only be transferred. So that just gives us the scientific knowledge that we don't just disappear. Things just don't go black. Now, that might not mean that we go to hell or go to heaven. If you believe that, then that's just one theory. But no one knows for sure, so you can't live your whole life with these philosophies and you really don't know. You can never know. All you could do is trial and error, experimentation. Spirituality and magic is the original science. But nowadays we have actual science and we have been progressing with science at light speed. So we know way more than our ancestors knew, scientifically speaking. But I have to even argue with myself there because ancient civilizations knew things that they couldn't have possibly known. And a big part of that is intuition. It's the faculty of channeling the spirit of the infinite to know something that you would have otherwise been unable to know. So, when you really realize that human beings can only really scratch the surface or chip at the tip of the iceberg, it allows you to learn a lot more, and it's the catalyst to your mind expanding and your perspective shifting. But when you're first having a spiritual awakening like this, it could be scary or it could be very frustrating and confusing because you might not know what's going on. Now, other than synchronicities and things like that, you might have physical symptoms too. Like people report that their ears buzz or they ring. People start feeling strange sensations when they're trying to sleep, or things of that nature. People have wild dreams. People just outgrow things and they start to have a strong urge to study. They have a strong urge to connect deeper to something higher. They have a strong urge to go inwards and learn more about themselves and learn things that can actually evolve them as a spirit and as an energy, as a person. You stop caring about like video games and media and all of these mundane things which have their purpose. We all love entertainment, we all love arts, we all love these things, but it becomes a point where your consciousness becomes fixated, not in an obsessive way, but in a very authentic way, like in a very healthy way. It becomes fixated on evolution. It becomes fixated on learning. Here at MoonShineCircle, I consider this to be a mystery school, and I am both the teacher and the student. And as skilled as I get at something, as wise as I get, as much knowledge as I acquire, I will always be a student. You can never learn everything. You can never know everything that there is to know about one subject, or anything for that matter, let alone everything in the universe or where we go, or all the mystic teachings. We have to do a lot of studying. We have to study every religion. My thing is that a true truth seeker studies all faiths, all religions, because it's faith itself that produces the miracles. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It's faith itself that produces these miracles. And that's scientifically proven. Just like the placebo effect, but it's not placebo. This is real. But your faith is the most important thing. So when you're going through these spiritual awakenings, you have to prioritize your energy and where you pour it. And you have to realize that It's enlightenment is not all light. For a light to shine, for a star to shine, it takes a lot of fucking darkness. It takes a lot of traversing these dark depths of your subconscious mind, and just all these type of things. It's not just, it takes pressure to make diamonds. All these analogies, all these metaphors, is basically sums up a spiritual awakening, because it's not easy. You might go crazy, you might go insane, you might feel great, but people might think you're crazy. You might feel fine, but people might think that you're crazy because you're talking about spiritual bodies and celestial bodies and energies, and talking about thought forms and the subconscious mind, and archetypes and all these crazy things. People are gonna be like, yo, what are you talking about, bro? So just know that it's not easy, but it's rewarding. All the pain, all the darkness will create a beautiful diamond, and it'll create a beautiful star, a beautiful glow in your aura. And you can lead the way by shining your light that you had to acquire through darkness and a time of, confusion almost. It won't be confusing for everyone, but there's levels to spiritual awakenings. You'll never just have one. They happen multiple times. The polarities are always shifting, and our energies are always fluctuating. Our emotions are energy in motion. So our energy are always in motion. We're always feeling things, thinking things. So you'll have multiple awakenings, or I should say shifts, because you'll have times where you're awakened, you'll have times where you go back to sleep, you have times where you awaken, go back to sleep. This is just how things work. The universe is doing a cosmic dance. The universe is all about patterns and seasons and synchronicities and things of this nature. So this is all a part of the journey. Just know it's all a part of the journey. And just commit to yourself and commit to your self-development. Don't let people's opinions influence you and what you feel in your gut. If you feel something in your gut, if your intuition is telling you that I need to go down this path, or I need to study this, or I need to do this, or maybe my old religion is not working for me, maybe I should study a new one. Don't let people's fears of the unknown, or don't let people's ideas, people think you're crazy, people think you're weird. Don't let people's ideas stop your evolution. And I kind of want to just leave it there, because that's a strong place to leave it. Don't let anyone's ideas or perspectives of you change or alter the intuition or the guidance that you feel inside to follow something higher than yourself and to develop yourself and reclaim your power. So I just want to make this quick video because there's a lot of people, nowadays we're in a time where, everything is becoming known. Everything is coming to the light. This is an age of enlightenment. People are waking up. People are becoming curious. People have questions. People are going through a lot of shit. People are, and I think all of this information is very important. If you feel like this video helped you, share this video with a friend, and stay tuned for more videos from MoonShineCircle. Thank you, guys.